Hi, I'm Terry Conrad with Terry Conrad Designs and Bloom True, and I'm here today to share with you a brand new product from Grafix Arts Plastics. I had the good fortune of being invited to design these wonderful pre-printed Dura-Lar film sheets. There are 2 sheets of each design in the package, so a total of 6 sheets in each package. And this happens to be the Whimsical Floral package. There are butterflies, floral borders, floral art frames with inspirational messages in them, and a sheet full of vintage style script with some distressing. And in today's project, I'm going to be using not only the Dura-Lar pre-printed film, but also the Grafix double mounted tack film, and we are going to make this project. Is this the cutest? Look at that. And this is one of the designs that is in the package. I've cut it to size, and I'll walk you through each step on how to make this particular piece. Let's get started. In today's project, we're going to be making a double-mounted inspirational hanging piece. I'm using the double tack mounting film, of course the pre-printed Dura-Lar film, and I have selected the floral frame with the hand-lettered quote, "You're everything beautiful in this world." So I've got the prints, I've got the film. So you see I've got the white chipboard, the film, and each of these pieces are pre-cut based on the size of the printed floral frame. And the backdrop that I've used, I've allowed about an inch perimeter around each side of the floral frame. So that back piece of chipboard simply is just an inch larger all the way around. The first thing I'm going to do is apply the double-sided mounting film to the larger piece of chipboard. And once you've peeled one side of the double-mounted tack film, you'll apply that to the chipboard and then peel the other side of the mounting film, and you will affix your decorative paper to that. Here I'm peeling back the top layer of the paper on the film and affixing my decorative paper. You want to be sure to line this up well because it is very sticky, and once your paper lands on that film, it will not come off, as you can see here. And so I went back in and trimmed my chipboard just a bit. The next step is going to be coloring this darling floral frame, and I've chosen to color the back side. I've got a selection of Posca pens, and I'm using those. I tried to match the colors as best as I can to the paper that I have, which is from one of my fabrics, but I printed it on paper. I'm left-handed, and I inadvertently smudged some of my coloring, but I was able to tidy it up just a little bit. As a left-handed, I tend to color or paint from the right to the left and I just did not do that this time. So I suggest when you finish coloring the back side of your film, give it a solid 10 minutes to dry before you affix it to the double mounting tack film. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the film while I color, and you can watch what I do, and then I'll pop back in and I'll give you some guidance in how I finished up this project. All right, once you're finished coloring your floral frame and having given it at least 10 minutes to fully dry, go ahead and set that aside, because what we're going to do is apply another piece of the double mounting tack film onto this smaller piece of chipboard. The second piece of chipboard is the same size as the floral frame. In this next step, go ahead and peel off one side of the paper from the film and affix it to the smaller piece of chipboard. Then go ahead and peel off the front side of the paper, and you can see that sheen. That is the double mounted tack film that we will be affixing the floral frame to. There you go, and just gently place it on top and press it down. I decided that I wanted my piece to have a little bit of a dimension and to have this floral frame sit up and above the floral pattern paper on the back side. So I found these little foamy stickers in my desk that have been there, I mean, absolutely forever. So I'm affixing a few of those in each corner on the back side of the chipboard that you have the floral frame affixed to. And then we're going to take that and place it on top of the patterned paper, the chipboard with the patterned paper. All right, it's time to affix the floral frame to your patterned paper background. And we're just going to gently set that on top and make sure that it's securely in place. See the dimension on it? I really like that. It's kind of a pro tip. It adds an extra special something to your finished piece when you can make it dimensional. Now I'm using a crocodile to punch a couple different holes here, and I'm going to put some eyelets in there, and then we'll draw some fabric strips through those eyelets so that this piece can be hung if you like. that your eyelets have been fastened, you can choose some torn fabric strips, as I have, and draw those through the eyelets. I'm coming in from the back side, and the reason I chose to do that is because I want to tie a little knot on the front side that you'll see, and the ribbon where it's hanging will come up and through the back side. Once I finish tying the knot, I cut a little notch in the end of the ribbon on both the front side and the back side end, just again to give it that extra something little special. You fold your ribbon in half and then you cut at an angle, and it gives you that sweet little cut on the end. And now I'm doing that with the second piece of ribbon and drawing it through the other eyelet. There is no precise length to trim your hanging ribbon. I just eyeballed mine, and it turns out that I cut my strips a little longer than I preferred, so I went ahead and tied them together in a knot, and again notched the edges, but I trimmed off the excess ribbon, and I'll set that aside, save it in my ribbon stash, and use it in my art journaling or some other craft project in the future. And there you go. We've got a darling inspirational piece. You are everything beautiful in this world. In this project, we used the double tack mounting film on white chipboard and the Dura-Lar pre-printed film. This project is with the floral frame with the hand-lettered quote, "You are everything beautiful in this world." We used eyelets and a crocodile to set those eyelets, and you end up with this lovely piece. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Follow me. I'm Terry Conrad at Bloom_True, and be sure to follow Grafix Arts Plastics on Instagram. And check in both of our bios for links on where you can pick up your package of these brand new pre-printed Dura-Lar films.